Hello To The Pointers, thank you for joining me again. My name is Ben Gill, this is To The Point English, and in this video that happens to all of us sometimes, doesn't it? Well, I hope it's not just me. Yeah, sometimes in English, which is my mother tongue, but more often in Spanish, which is my second language, I either forget a word that I want to use or a name, or occasionally I just talk myself into a corner, so to speak. I hit a dead end. I realize that I don't have the vocabulary to finish what I was saying. And when that happens, we need words or expressions to help us out. We can't just sit there in silence with a blank look on our face like I did just now. So in this video, I'm going to give you some expressions that will help you out of these tricky situations when your mind goes blank. So one very useful expression you can use is to say, I lost my train of thought. Now, if you think when you're speaking, you are also thinking. But usually when it's in your mother tongue, it's automatic. You're not really consciously thinking of what you're saying. It's just a train of thought, like a line of thought that happens automatically. But when you're speaking in a second language, it's a bit more active. You need to think about what you're saying. You need to think about the vocabulary, grammar, etc. So it's a bit more complicated. And sometimes you lose your train of thought and you can't think of what you were going to say. And sometimes that's not true. Sometimes literally you just don't know the word, the vocabulary that you want to say, but you can use this expression anyway. It doesn't need to be true. So for example, now of course it's difficult to argue with Descartes' statement, I think, therefore I am, but we mustn't forget Friedrich Nietzsche when he said, I'm terribly sorry, I've just lost my train of thought. And sometimes when your mind goes blank, you just need to give yourself a little time to think of something to say, to try to remember the word you've forgotten, or to try to think of another way to express your idea, what exactly you wanted to say. So you can use the expression, it's on the tip of my tongue. Whether that's true or not, I mean, if something is on the tip of your tongue, it's like you can almost remember it. You just need a few more seconds to remember it. It's on the tip of your tongue. But as I said, maybe that's not true. Maybe you don't know the word that you want. But as I said, it doesn't need to be true. Often your mind can go blank in an exam or in a presentation or a meeting at work. And the important thing is not just to sit there staring at the person you're speaking to, trying to remember. You have to use these expressions to fill the gaps. So to use it's on the tip of my tongue can be very, very useful in these moments. Examples of Gaudi's architecture can be found all over Spain. But the most famous example, of course, it can be found in Barcelona, a cathedral that is still under construction called, it's on the tip of my tongue, the Sagrada Familia. And the third option today is just to be completely honest. Sometimes honesty is the best policy. If you're in an exam situation, in the speaking part of an exam, and your mind literally goes blank and you can't think of the word you want to use, or you just don't have that vocabulary, just be honest, because that can happen. The examiners know that can happen. It's better to say something than to say nothing. So just try to relax and be honest and say, literally, I'm sorry, my mind's gone blank. Okay, for example, capitalism is obviously a flawed system, but it's the best we have at the moment. But in my opinion, we need more regulation, and I'm sorry, my mind's gone blank. Okay guys, just a short video today. I hope you found that useful. Don't forget that I make one general English video every weekend, and during the week I make more specific Cambridge exam videos. So if you see one of those Cambridge exam videos pop up in your notifications after you've subscribed to me, don't worry, I will always make another general video at the weekend. Okay, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again very soon.